Day 183. So many things are happening. I went to the surgeon today for the breast explants, like the last of my checklist to my health points that I have. And I was very comfortable with her, and she was really amazing. The way she was talking and what she was talking about, and I got her number from a friend, and I know that she is also a doctor and she researched her very well for her stuff, so I felt very comfortable. And she's focused also on breast cancer patients. So tomorrow they're gonna do all the ultrasounds, blood works, and if something else shows up, they just gonna remove everything. So it's not only the whole capsule implants, but everything else that's also going on. They just gonna remove it. So I agreed to do the surgery on Thursday, which was like crazy. I don't know what, I can't, people think about it and then see other people, but something in my gut told me, because the strange part was I received in the morning a call from the doctor who implanted it in the first place 16 years ago. And I can't even explain that. His voice triggered something in me which was some subconscious, like subconscious memory, because I got a panic attack. I got anxieties. And I realized that maybe something happened 16 years ago when he was doing the surgery that I just can't remember. I know that I failed because I stood up and raised my hand and I made some issues, but something about his voice made me really nervous and scared, and he was so harsh in a very bad way, not in a doctor's way. I don't know. I didn't feel... And so when I was with this woman here with the doctor, she's like really known on in Europe for her doings and what she's doing and so on. So I hope everything goes well. Then I'm gonna share her name and everything that's going on. She's gonna do pictures as well, and she's gonna send the capsule also to it's not called biopsy, how do you call that? They're gonna check if there is any kind of bacteria or whatever is happening, so I can be sure. And she's making videos then of them and everything, so I can see. And she gave me a very good feeling. She said, "You're not gonna be hurt, I promise." I said, "What?" "You're gonna open me up?" And she said, "I promise you, all the people who put them in, they have pain because, you got open, and then you have the muscle part and so on." And that's what hurt, and you won't have any pain, I promise. So I said, "Okay, I'm gonna trust you. No, I'm feeling good." And she said, "You're gonna have all the cocktail mix for the pain meds, so you will be safe. And I'm gonna stay here now 10 days. I told also my company what's going on, so they were really nice about it. My whole teams, they were like amazing. Really, I just am so lucky and blessed. They're supporting me, and my mom and Luca's gonna come here. I'm now at my aunt's house, and I totally believe in destiny and God's ways. I wanted to book already, some hotel room nearby the hospital and so on. And then my mom said, just call your aunt. And I do have a lot of cousins and aunts here in Belgrade. And I called her, and my cousin's daughter, she's 4. She's also here with her grandparents. And my cousin is gonna come tomorrow because he lives now in Lisbon, which is really cool. And I love them both. They are really amazing people. And I came here, and the first 10 minutes, me and their daughter, we had a little bit of a, this moment of a disagreement, because she had her phone and it was very loud, and her grandmother said, to turn it a little bit down. And so we got back and forth. And then as soon as we arrived at home, we clicked, and it was magical. It was honestly magical, because she with her 4 years, she just gave me such a feeling. And we had these bonding moments. We spent time, we did a photo shooting because she had new dresses she wanted to show me, and I wanted to make pretty pictures for her mom. We did it when she was 2, so it's like a little bit of our thing. And then we danced for 1 hour to Ludovico and Aldi, which she loved it. And she's an extremely good, I think this kid is born to act. And she had this expression dancing, so she was crying, and then, you know, and we were having so much fun for an hour. And I was raising my hands and dancing like that, and then I realized I would not be able to move my hands for a month, or maybe something happens at the surgery. Still a possibility, I don't think so, but that just popped in my mind. And I had this moment that I had to live this amazing moment, because when my family will come as well, all of my cousins, my aunts, my mom, everybody's gonna be there. And they offered that I can spend all the time here, because see, we have a little bit of an AC and just a big bed, so I can spend my recovery time here. And so that's what's going on, and I feel in my guts that this was the right decision. I didn't have time to be really scared or anxious, because of I took care of her, and we had so much fun, and just it was just cool, you know. And I'm so thankful that I'm doing this right now, because my pain is so bad. It's so bad, just it's getting everywhere, and my whole breast and everything, and it's just not getting better. And I'm just done, and I wanna be done. I wanna start over. I wanna start over with everything. So I'm happy that this is what's going on. I will try to update you and really also show the whole process, because that's what I so thankful that so many women did that on YouTube. I know what I have to expect. I know what the complications can be. I know, you know, what is going to happen and so on. So without YouTube and so many women sharing that, that would be hard, I think. So I think this should be more aware. I can tell you one thing as well. They had like a video shoot when I came to the doctors. So she put me and 2 other women in her separate room until they finished. And then we 3 women started just to talk, because we didn't have anything to do. And I asked them, you know, what did you do? How are you feeling? Blah, blah. And after I told them what I'm going to do, and that's not the doctor, you know, 16 years ago, and so on and so on. And I told them about breast implant illness and what's causing it, and so many women had this experience. And one thing I saw with both of them, because one had a half year, one a year now, the implants in, they were completely in this, how can I explain that? In this mood, like shutting down, making a wall, trying to not listen to that this is even a possibility. And I do understand that, I totally do. And I didn't like overdo it. I just said, you know, I'm gonna explant it because if you have a lot of health issues, if you ever looked up breast implant illness, it can cause autoimmune diseases, it can cause a lot of things with your back, with your eyes, and so on. So that's why I just wanna explant everything. So that's the only thing I said, and it caused this kind of reaction. For people just don't want to believe that. And they said, you know, my friend had it for 10 years, she's completely fine. And I said, cool, it's not an issue, everybody is different, my body could not handle it, so that's that. So it's hard. And the other woman already had some issues, which is pain, which which is also very crazy. She's a police officer, and she does also kickbox. That's what funny part the doctors told me. I told you the Balkan doctors are a little bit too open about everything, but that's normal. And which is very interesting, with especially as a police officer having breast implants. It's tough, because for me, when I did Muay Thai, it was always the scare that, you know, when people hit you and so on, that it's gonna because it can rupture. So yeah, it was just a little bit interesting. So that's that. And I can tell you from my eating carnivore life now, 184 days, I'm doing amazing. Amazing. I resisted temptation. I was sitting in McDonald's and I was eating my burger patties, and I was in a very bad state of mental situation because everything just jumped into my face that I didn't do anything. I took clothes for 1 day because that's what I planned to be. Now I'm gonna stay here 10 days. I don't have anything. I didn't plan anything. I didn't organize anything. My house is still, not organized. Like all I have to call so many people in at work. And I got overwhelmed. And usually I then tend to go to eat sugar or, to calm me down. But I was sitting even in McDonald's looking at all the cake constantly because it was the coffee part because I was waiting for my aunt to pick me up for 2 hours. And I resisted the temptation. And now they also offered me, some watermelon or some, my little cousins, how do you say, the daughter of my cousin, how do you call it? She had and some bread with marmalade and butter, like my favorite. And I didn't even been tempted. So I'm so proud of myself. And I can tell you what actually helped me also was dairy at that part, because instead of going the sugar part, I took the dairy part, which for me is just, it was 2 teaspoons of mascarpone and milk. That's that. And it doesn't matter because it keeps me still sane and calm, and I have this balance which I don't have when I'm in this stage of mental health and PMSing at the same time. So it's a lot going on. And just also anxiety and panic attack. But I resisted everything today, and I'm so proud of myself. Really, I am. And we danced so much, and I walked 10,000 steps. I walked for 1.5 hours because I didn't want to take the bus. So I'm doing amazing in that part, and I'm really proud of myself. And I hope that this will continue to go on. And the next step that I want to fix is, my hair was falling out a lot, and but now I put in something a little bit more to make it healthy, but they were really thin. But now it's getting a little bit better, but they were getting really thin. And I was thinking about just going back to my natural hair color, which doesn't suit me. I look sick, but I think the more natural the better, which is hard with my tattoos, which can also cause cancer, by the way. One thing, my aunt gave me a tip. When she does the laundry, she always does it again just with water, for sensitive skin, and then especially kids. I didn't even consider that because I was washing now my stuff per hand with Persil, like this normal washing thing, and my hands were so sticky and I couldn't wash it off. And I said, this is crazy. I washed it with hot water and I couldn't get it off, even with my towel. And she said, yeah, that's why she uses then 2 rinses. And I'm looking into all these a little bit more alternative things. And I used yesterday the coconut oil all over my body and my hair, and it's really, my hair even got better than before, and my skin was more soft. So these things are really helpful, I can tell you. Yeah, that's basically, I think that. So gonna inform you maybe tomorrow if I can, because we're gonna have a full house, but I will talk to you as soon as I can about what's going on. And the next couple of days it's gonna be only about the surgery situation and what I will then eat as well, because they are eating like smoothies and these kind of things. So I don't know if I'm, whatever I feel like I have to give my body, I'm gonna give it to it. So we're gonna see how this goes and what I can eat and how it feels. And that's basically that. But I think it's also can be maybe soup, but I'm allergic to any kind of soup and bone broth and so on. So I don't know what a liquid I can eat besides maybe yogurt, if you have any ideas. But yeah, anything that's cooked with bones or meat, I cannot handle it. Maybe because of my histamine, I don't know what it is, but I can't breathe then, and it's a very bad situation. So we're gonna see, and I'm gonna talk to the doctor because I told her about my carnivore, and she said, amazing, great that you're doing that, and that you're not using carbs, and amazing that that your MS got better. So that's basically that. I'm stay tuned. If you want to know how I'm feeling, and I hope we're gonna see each other. If not, thank you for being my part of my life. No, not gonna be dramatic. But if you don't hear from me, I probably died on this table. Dark humor. But yeah, I will definitely, keep you updated because I post every day, or the last couple of days, every 2-3 days, depending on how my health journey went. But I'm very regular, so if it takes me longer than that, then something is not really going right. Sorry, but it's the truth. So pray for me, because I'm just thanking God every day for the things He was giving me and all these answers and things that are coming up in my life, and these moments with my little baby girl here, just dancing around. It was such a beautiful moment, and yeah, happy to have my family around. So wish me luck. Bye.